Hey, welcome back to Up in Smoke, all about barbecue. I'm Becky, and today I am cooking up one of our most favorite side dishes. It's actually my husband's favorite side dish in the entire world, and even more so since I started smoking it. I'm talking mac and cheese. So I've got my macaroni over here boiling. We got a little longer for it to cook. I'm starting my cheese sauce, which I have 8 tablespoons of unsalted butter in my pot that I have on kind of medium heat. And I'm going to put in about 1.5 cups of milk to go with that. And then I've got a pound of cheese. This is sharp cheddar cheese that I have gone ahead and shredded up. You could dice it up if you want. For me, it seems like with the, if it'll come out. Oh, there we go. And it seems like once you shred it up, it just seems to melt a lot better and more nicely. And get some of this off the stovetop here. Then we're going to get this all melted together. You could use a pound of Velveeta if you wanted. You wouldn't need as much milk. Then you could just get away with like 1 cup of milk. And I want to be able to see that pepper in there. So this is going to melt. This is going to take a few minutes. And I've got my grill getting heated up to about 250. Now this recipe is something that you could actually have it prepped and ready to go. And if you've cooked a brisket and once you're resting it, you could put this on the smoker once you've already got it heated up and everything and ready to go. And then you've got your side dish ready once your brisket is done resting. So it works really great for that. Or you could even, if you're doing like a pulled pork, doing a pork shoulder, and you have a double-decker cooking grate, you could put this under the pork and get some of those nice pork drippings in there and stir that all in. Be very lovely, very tasty. So we're just going to get this all melted in. I got to check my pasta. Looks like I got a little cheese on my burner there. Make sure this is not getting too done. I don't want this super done. I just want this tiny bit on the al dente side because it's going to be out on the smoker. We don't want it to get too done. So while this cheese finishes melting, I am going to go drain my pasta and give it a little shock of cold water. Then I'll be back over here at the stove again. Okay, so we've got our cheese sauce is all nice and melted. And we're just gonna put in our cooked pasta. Stir it up a little bit here once all this gets in here. And I'm just gonna set that there. It's already cooled off, don't worry about it. It'll be fine. So we're gonna stir this very carefully to get all this all nice and coated. You can still see some of that cheese getting nice and gooey in there. And then take it over here to my pan. Pour it in. Get this a little more coated here. There we go. And it all nice and coated and yummy. And at this point, it's really pretty much done if you don't want to put smoke on it, but we like smoke on our food in this household. So I'm going to dump this into my pan over here that I've got ready and waiting on me. Get all that good cheesiness out of there. There we go. And I'll give it one more little stir, and I'm going to spread these shells out. Shells, macaronis. Sometimes you can use pasta shells too if you want. Those also get very nice with a cheese sauce. So I am going to, like I said, spread this around a little bit, and we're going to go put it on the grill. Okay, so we're just gonna set it on the cool side, non-smoking side. And today I've got some pecan wood going. And then we're gonna leave this about half an hour, then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna stir it up a little bit so we can get all the smokiness all the way through the dish and on all the pasta. And probably sprinkle a little Parmesan over it too. All told, it should take about an hour to get a good smoky flavor on this. So we'll be right back. Okay, we are gonna check this out here. And we are gonna go ahead and stir this around a little bit. You can see some of the nice smokiness getting on some of this pasta. So I want more of the pasta to have its chance in the smoke. So this pan, I'm thinking I may end up leaving this an hour and a half. We're gonna check this in another 30 minutes and see how it looks then, if it has enough smoke on it. And so we're gonna leave that a little bit longer, about another 30 minutes, like I said, and then we'll come back and check it. And that's when we'll probably add our Parmesan cheese. So, just a second. This is looking good, nice and smoky. I'm gonna give it one more little stir. And then I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle on. You can see some of these pasta noodles are getting nice and smoked. I'm gonna put a little Parmesan on, and if you feel like your sauce is getting kind of dry or your pasta is getting kind of dry, you can add a little bit of milk. Start about 1/4 cup at a time, because you don't want mac and cheese soup. At least I don't. But I'm gonna put a little of this Parmesan on. I'm just gonna sprinkle a little on. Okay, maybe a lot. And then we'll let this go. It's looking pretty good, so we'll probably let it go about another 20 minutes before we come check it, 20 to 25. And check it, and it'll probably be ready to pull off. Okay, we are ready to taste our smoked mac and cheese. And I think since it's my favorite taster's favorite dish in the whole wide world, I guess I'm gonna let him try some too.
So, all right,
if he's ready,
I am
get some
more than
cheesiness
ready.
going on
You can
here.
call me anything except late for dinner. All right.
I don't think I've ever called you late for dinner.
I have food with my salt, so we gotta.
He's always got to add salt to everything.
I have to add salt to everything.
So we got it all nice and smoky.
Yep.
See,
You can smell the smoke.
it smells really good. So we're
All
gonna
right.
taste some of this up.
Now, one observation: these noodles are a little bit more busticated than I'm used to seeing because these are the gluten-free kind, but it does not affect the flavor whatsoever. I just wanted to make mention of that for the camera.
The gluten-free ones do break down a little bit more, but I undercook them on the stove just a little bit because they will cook more once you put them on the smoker. And that nice smoky flavor, and with cheese, the shredded cheddar, that was actually really good.
Needs more salt.
No, it really doesn't.
Turns out great. Love this stuff.
This is a great side dish. You can, if you're making brisket, when you take it off to rest, you can have this ready to go on the smoker and have it getting all nice and smoky while your brisket is resting. Or if you have one of the double-decker cooking grates, like with your S&S kettle grill, and you're smoking up some pork shoulder, put the pork shoulder on the top and put this pan underneath the pork, and then it has nice little pan drippings, pork drippings dripping down. You can stir that all in. Or you could even smoke some Spam, and once it's smoked, instead of glazing it, stir it into your smoked mac and cheese. You're liking that, huh?
I'm just digging right in.
I've
this
noticed.
Is absolutely fantastic.
Then you've got the full meal deal if you smoke some Spam and throw that in there too.
Check out that video.
And yeah, it's really good. So nice little smokiness, cheese and smoke go really well together, I think.
Absolutely.
So, you're enjoying that, huh?
I love it. Yes.
Yeah, we've We love this. As I said, this is his favorite dish of all time, and now that I started smoking it, it's even more. He'd have it all the time if I'd let you.
Every day?
So, thank you so much for watching. Give us a like and a subscribe. Let us know any questions you have down below, and we will see you next time.